We're going for it. All right, so welcome to tonight's call, guys. Sorry for the delay there, but I think we're set now. We should be right. So really what I want to cover tonight is the flow, what I call the working flow. For those of you that want to build and get things cranking at whatever pace, that's entirely up to you. That's the great thing about this business it's your business. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can grow as small or as big as you want. It's entirely up to you. But one thing that I've learned is that for most of us, decisions are made either based on pain or pleasure. I remember Jim Rohn telling a story about a farmer who was sitting out on the back porch with his son, and the dog's laying down near the kennel. And every now and then the dog would go, "Ow, ow, 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 ow." And the son says to the dad, why is the dog yelping like that? And he said, "Oh, I think he's laying on a bit of a nail in his kennel." And the kid says, "Well, why doesn't he just get up and move?" And the farmer says, "Because it's not hurting enough." And so when we make decisions, they're either based where it's going to give us some pleasure, or because we're in so much pain, we have to make a decision to do something different. Or we make a decision based on the way it makes us feel in a good way. So decisions are made on either pleasure or pain. So when it comes to building this business, some of the things you're going to do is because it's pleasure. Some of it you might have to do because of the pain. Maybe you don't like where your health is and you need to make some changes. Well, you've got to make those changes. If you're 20 kilos overweight and you don't like it, then make the changes. If financially things aren't going the way that you want, then make some changes. If your personal development's not at a level where you can overcome certain issues, then do the personal development to learn that. So everything we do is based on making decisions that lead us one way or another. So I just want to go through a couple of things tonight and really just activate your mind on a few things that you can do that can really stimulate your business, and do it in such a relaxed, easy mode that it just becomes part of your daily routine of doing it. So the working system, first of all, it's called interaction. There's a flow that I'm going to go through here. And real simple, it's called just connecting with people. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the first second that you meet one. You don't move into the next section, which is the invitation, which I'll go through in a moment. But just connecting with people. Back in when I started, the only way to connect to people was face-to-face. Or we had the old-fashioned phone that you could dial, right, and pick it up. But when I got started, there was no mobile phones, no computers, no Instagram, no Facebook, none of that stuff. Today, you can interact at a click of a button. You can send interaction to 30 people in 5 minutes if you want to. So you've got so many more opportunities now to interact, yet we don't. I still believe the best way is face-to-face. People are people. We're humans. We love that contact. We love talking. And I find that hiding behind the computer or the phone is probably not a great skill. And it's personally, if there's a blackout or there's a major electricity strike or whatever, and your phone goes dead and your internet goes dead, what happens to your business? Some people would throw their hands up and say, "Well, I'm out of business. I can't do anything else because I haven't learned the skill of just interaction." So interaction is just with people. I got no doubt that most of you today interacted on Facebook. I got no doubt whatsoever. All of you probably did. I got no doubt that probably 95% of you left a comment about Notre Dame. Okay, how sad is that? 850-year-old building going up in smoke. I bet you if I was to check all your Facebook status, there would be a comment that you would have made somewhere about that particular thing. But how many of you got onto our coaches group today and interacted? How many of you got onto our client group and interacted? Okay, think about that. Okay, you're doing interaction every day, but are you doing it with intention? When was the last time you interacted with one of your old clients? When was the last time you interacted? If I got you all now to pick up your phone, I guarantee you go into your address book, there's 50 people that you haven't spoken to in the last 5 months, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. How hard would it to be to go, "Hey, Billy, was just thinking about you. How's life?" That's it. You're not trying to invite him to a Herbalife event. You're not trying to get him on the products. You're interacting. That's all you're doing. Now, interaction and invitation can have a couple of flows there. So I want you to think about that. Ask yourself, when was the last time I interacted with one of my distributors? When was the last time I interacted with one of my customers? When was the last time I interacted on our Facebook groups? Okay. You don't have to answer me because I know. I'm on there every day. So I see who likes and who doesn't like. I see who comments and who doesn't comment. So you got to, you know, ask yourself, are you interacting? And if you're not, then don't complain about things not happening if you're not interacting. And it's not always creating new interactions. Sometimes it's just interacting with other people and building your confidence in those areas, okay? So interaction can be a number of things. And then an invitation, okay? Now I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. Interaction, for example, a lot of you guys know I run a box fit down in Hallett Cove. So most of my advertising is done within I guess a 15-minute radius of my house, because what I found with, you know, box fit or walking groups or fit clubs, whatever you want to call them, most people won't travel more than 15 minutes to get somewhere. They just don't, because there's gyms on every corner, there's a park on every corner, so they're not going to drive 30 minutes over there. Now you might get one or two, but you know, normally 15 minutes is sort of 20 minutes is maybe the limit. 15 is what I sort of base it on. So any of my advertising and interactions I do with my fit club, box fit, is all around this area. So for example, I did some flyers and I've got a couple called Colleen and Trish. They're both in their 60s. They came out to Fit Club about 4 months ago. And they were loving it. They come out every week. They're nice people. They're really friendly. Of course, at the end of box fit, we always have a shake. So, you know, they're having a shake and they're doing that. And then we just started talking about, you know, what do you do and what do you do for breakfast and what do you normally have? Well, I normally have a cereal. I normally have yogurt. I said, oh, that's great. Have you thought of adding our nutritional shake to your breakfast every morning? I said, because it's a great way to start the day. Gives you the protein, gives you the carbs, all the vitamins and minerals, which you're probably not going to get from your Wheat Bix and milk. And I said, yeah, well, maybe we will give it a shot. I said, oh, well, when you're interested, let me know. About 3 weeks went past and Trish said, yeah, I'm going to get one of those shakes. I'll start on that. So my first invitation to Trish, my first interaction was about box fit, and I invited her to box fit. My second interaction was about, hey, do you want to try some products? And I invited her to try some products. And then after she'd been on it for a couple of weeks and loving it, I said, listen, you might want to become a member and get the discount. So my next invitation was to become registered as a member. So interaction, invitation, interaction, invitation. There could be 7 different levels of how that interaction goes, okay? But all you're looking for is, hey, I thought of you and I thought you might be keen to find out. Or, hey, this is what I do for brand. So you think about it. Just use your own imagination, guys. I'm not going to give you any scripts here, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're interacting with people and you're in the health industry, then it's easy to bring up conversation about what do you have for breakfast or what do you have for lunch? So do you work out? You know, what do you do? How do you stay healthy? You look pretty fit, whatever it happens to be, okay? But it could be just along the lines of, I thought of you, I thought you might be keen to find out. Now, some of my interactions are direct into an invitation. So for example, if I'm going through, and I shared this with Dallas, I went through a checkout at a local supermarket. I go there, you know, occasionally, and it's the same girl on the checkout. And over about 3 or 4 times that I'd gone in there, she was just really friendly, really nice, just had that really pleasant demeanor about her. And one day I went in there and there was no one else there. And I said, you know, what do you do outside of doing this? You're studying? You're doing? She said, no, I'm taking a gap year, rah, 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 rah. I said, you know what? I said, you're really good with people. You've got a really nice manner about you. I said, me and my wife are expanding our health and nutrition business and we're always looking for good people. I'd love to connect with you and send you some information. She said, oh, I'd be interested to have a look at that. So we exchanged numbers, Facebook. And now I've sent her the information and she's come back and said, you know what? It's not really for me. No problems, right? So the invitation went out and the answer was no, but she's still on my Facebook and she's still on my Instagram. So guess what she's seeing? She sees my lifestyle on there. She sees me posting. So who knows, at some point, you know, there might be a story that comes up over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 months. And I think, oh, I reckon Charlotte would like that. And I'll send it to her. Who knows, right? Because life changes for everybody every 30, 60, 90 days. You know, we all know that. You know, somebody can be living this way and 30 days later, their life is completely different. Could be a death in a family, could be a marriage breakup, could be a new kid arrive. Who knows? It changes the dynamics of their life. So if you're always there and you're interacting, the invitation doesn't become hard. It's not a chore, right? Because there's already a good interaction there. So to say, hey, I don't know if it's for you, but you want to check this out? If they go, nah, it's not for me. There's no discomfort between you because there's been a rapport. So it's not like now you feel nasty, you know, oh my God, they don't want to do it. That'd be like me serving coffee in a coffee shop and I go up to somebody and say, do you want a top up? And they go, no. I'm not about to run out the coffee shop. Oh my God, you didn't want to top up. You didn't want to top up. No worries, I'll go to the next person. So your invitation interaction can flow. From invitation, you do a presentation. Now, whether that's online, offline, it could be a flip book, it could be a HOM, a Herbalife Opportunity meeting, it could be a little flip book. You know, I've just got a little flip book folder that I take to my box fit. It's just got before and after pictures in there, sporting pictures, etc., etc. So I take that with me. I've got it on my phone. I've got my collage for my phone. You know, I've got that on there with everything that I need. So there's my collage, right? Full of all those testimonials. You can see all that. There's about 75 on there. So I can just scroll through that and show anyone. A presentation is just showing somebody something. I don't care what it is. Now, whether that's one-on-one, whether it's a shake party, whether it's a meeting. Now, if there's more than one person involved, it's going to be better. So, for example, if you can get them onto a recording or a live, HOM like there was tonight, or whether you can get them to an STS or you can get them to a shake party. I love my box fit because when they come there, there's 15, 16 people, 20 people. There's a good atmosphere. There's music. Everybody's having a shake. It's like a shake party every Wednesday, And if there's new people there, they're drinking the shakes. They're seeing other people drinking the shakes. And, okay, just tell Billy how much you've lost so far. Oh, I've lost 16 kilos. Oh, my God. Hey, Joe, just tell Billy what you've lost so far. It's just interacting. So it's sharing testimonials. And all a presentation is exactly that. It's sharing some facts and it's sharing some testimonials. Whether that's on the product side or whether it's on the business side, who cares? Makes no difference. But you're doing it with intention. As I said, most of you were on Facebook today. How much contact did you do with intention of reconnecting and trying to do some business? Or was it all just social? Hi, Mary. Yeah. Love that photo of your baby up in the air. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's awesome. And you should be doing that. I contact on all my clients' Facebook. I'm always leaving messages and stuff. But I'm also having interaction with intention to talk about, what I could do for their health or their finances. Okay, so think about that. So the next step is your presentation. Really simple. From there, it's called the registration. So if I'm talking to someone about the products, for example, I started a guy called Hassan last week. I got all these guys from Saudi Arabia. There's 6 of them now. They're all loving the products. They all want to take it back to Saudi Arabia, but we're not open up there yet. But I can tell you, these guys are ready to put it in a shipping container and take it with them. And all really nice guys, all of them. They're all really, really friendly, nice blokes. So Hassan started on Friday. Now, he was a referral, and I did a little bit of a presentation, right? So invitation, interaction. We spoke on the phone. I said, would you like me to, are you keen to find out about it? He goes, yeah, I'd love to find out about it. I said, okay, well, let's get together. I happened to be in the city doing some other stuff, so I popped out and saw him, did a short little presentation, and said, what would you like to do? He said, yeah, I want to get on the products. Great. So that he registered to get on the products. Now, I don't mean registered as a member. He brought product at retail, right? He's a brand new client. So that's registration. They're either registering as a client to get on the product or they're registering as a member to get in. It doesn't matter which way you flow that, right? But that's registration. From registration, it's called activation. Now, I'm probably starting to talk more now about the business, more so. But activation can be helping them to use the products, doing the follow-up, making sure they're getting a great result, and asking for referrals. That's activation. You're activating them into thinking about other people that can benefit from the products, not just them. Maybe they've got a friend, mum, sister, cousin, whatever. If they're on the business, it's getting onto these calls. It's going through the fast track document that they've got. It's getting to the STSs. It's getting on 3-way calls. I absolutely, excuse me for a minute, guys. I absolutely love doing 3-way calls because they're great. They're a great way to interact. They're a great way to introduce people and say, hey, I just want to meet you. I just think you might like this guy's story, or this is my coach, or this is one of my mentors, whatever it happens to be. If you're not doing 3-way calls, you're missing out on a major way of doing some great business. Whatever you want to do is fine. I'm just, like it says there's a whole list there of what you can do. So you can do, whatever. But it's doing some form of training and getting activated so that they start. Now, if they're a member, obviously it's what? Getting their goals. Step number 1 is registration and get on the products, experience the products, write out their goals, and then a list of people that they like and trust. Because if they've got a list of people that they like and trust, then it's easy to say, hey, Mary, I'm getting started with this. I don't know what it's about, but I thought you might be keen. Do you want to check it out? Simple as that. My first 8 clients were all circle of influence. I didn't run any ads. I wasn't out doing flyers. I wasn't doing posters. I didn't put something. There was no Facebook. There was none of that. I basically just called a bunch of people and said, hey, this is what I'm checking out. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to lose some weight. Do you want to do it with me? And a couple of my mates said yes. One of them was a mate called Paul. Paul went on over the next, look, I don't quote me on the time, but I think it was about 6 months, whatever it was. Lost about 30 kilos, 25, 30 kilos. The amount of referrals that I got was insane. Insane. I'm talking 20 or 30 referrals. This guy was like watching The Incredible Shrinking Man. Now, he was working on a conveyor belt in a big manufacturing plant. So there's like 500 people in the food hall, right? And of course, this is back in the late, early 90s. He's going into the food hall with his shake and his tablets. All the Greeks are there with their big hamburgers and pies. And they're all looking at Paul going, what the hell are you doing? He said, I'm going to lose some weight. Starts drinking his shakes and swallowing his pills and starts losing weight. Hey, my wife's hanging out to lose weight. What is this stuff? Ring my mate Andrew. Ring my mate Andrew. The phone was ringing off the hook. So that's activation, okay? So you want to be making sure you're doing that. From activation with a new member, it's called duplication. Okay, so just going back, let me just back up on activation. Products, get a result, write out your list of goals. You need to write out at least 20. Everyone's got 20 goals. New dishwasher, new car, new shoes, whatever. Send Billy to this school. Want to go on this for a holiday. Would love to experience this. Would love to only work, part-time. Would love to work 3 days a week instead of 5. Whatever. I don't know, whatever your goals are. Write them out. You've got them, okay? And it might be hard if you've never done it before, but start writing stuff down so it becomes real for you. And then step number 4, go through your list of people. Start contacting them. Interaction, invitation, okay? And then from there, just keep going through with the steps. And then it's called duplication. When I get a brand new member, I want to help them get their first 3 to 5 clients, and I want to help them get their first 3 to 5 members. And I'm going to do that through what? Interaction. Not through, well, there's the quick start list. Let me know how you go. That's not interacting. That's tagging. That's managing. Here's the list. Good luck. Right, interaction is how you going on that first step. How you going on that second step? How you going with your list of goals? Yeah, struggling? Whereabouts you're struggling? What are some things you'd like to do? Would you like to go skydiving? Would you like to do, hang gliding? Would you like to do this? Are there any new skills you'd like to learn? What's something you'd like to give? Is there a charity that you really like supporting? Would you love to be able to, do something in that area? Would you like to be able to give up a day of your week helping out at a school or something like that? You can start interacting with them and find out what it is that they want. Interaction creates a good friendship where, you can talk honestly about things that are working or not working. Now, in the beginning, you've got to build that relationship. It doesn't just happen. I don't talk to Dallas the same way now as what I did when she started 2 years ago. Okay? Now, when we talk, there's a bit more, I call it the kiss slap kiss. Gary used to do this all the time to me. He'd give me a big kiss. You're doing fantastic. Then say, hey, but we need to work on this area. Hey, it's going to be fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing, right? Kiss, slap, kiss. So when I'm working with people now, is the interaction a little bit different than what it was when they first got started? Of course it is. That's obvious, right? Is your interaction with your 5-year-old kid different than your interaction with your 14-year-old kid? Of course it is. It's a totally different one. So why is it not different with your distributors and your members? You can't be talking, Chairman's Club to a brand new member. Okay, you need to just get them their first 3 to 5 clients, get them some confidence, get them some cash flow, get them feeling good about themselves, get them feeling good about Herbalife, get them feeling good about what they're doing, help them get that first 3 or 4. Now, once they've got 3 or 4, they're probably going to be able to get the next 2 or 3 on their own. And if they can get 2 or 3 on their own, they can get 200 or 300 on their own. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is time. That's the only difference. The only difference between anybody on this call and a Chairman's Club member is time. Nothing else. Time and interaction. Obviously, you can spend 10 years and talk to nobody. You're probably not going to have much of a business. Okay? But if you're interacting all the time, your business is going to grow. Is it going to have some drops? Are some people going to drop out? Welcome to life. Yes, people do drop by the wayside. If I had every single person that I started on the product still using the products now, I'd be selling 100,000 volume points a month myself, easily, right? So that's not going to happen. But you do the best that you can. I've always just done the best that I can. And as I've said to every one of my clients and every one of my members, you will quit on me before I quit on you. I've never, ever once quit on any of my customers or distributors, not once. There's not one customer or distributor that's dropped by the wayside. They could turn around and say, bloody Andrew Foote didn't help me. No way, okay? They wouldn't say it because they know that I did everything possible to help them, but obviously my help wasn't good enough or it wasn't for them, whatever. I'm not going to lose any sleep over why they don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it, no problems, right? And then there's duplication. And then it's called repeat, day by day, person by person. It's as simple as that, guys. Don't confuse this business, okay? Don't make it any harder than what it is. Have an interaction, pop out an invitation. Now, you'll notice that it's a funnel. Are there going to be more you're going to have to do a lot of interactions to get fewer invitations? Yes. Maybe you're going to have to do 20 interactions to get 3 or 4 invitations out. I don't know. And out of every, 10 or 15 invitations, maybe you're only going to do 2 or 3 presentations. Whatever your numbers are your numbers. I don't know. For me, when I do my presentation, this part here, I know out of every 10, 2 or 3 register. That's it. That's the numbers of Herbalife. Have been, whether you're the best Herbalife distributor in the world or the worst. When you do 10 presentations, I guarantee you 2 or 3 are going to say yes, whether that's on the product or in the business. How many invitations do you have to get to that? Well, I guess you got to work on these 2. Is my invitation maybe a little bit more inviting than a brand new person's? Maybe, because I've been around a few times and I've done it a few more times. It doesn't mean you can't learn that skill. Hence why I like doing the 3-way calls. Let me do the invitation for you on those first 3 or 4 phone calls. Hey, Mary, Joe's a great friend of yours. I'm telling her, we're expanding massively here in Adelaide. I asked if she knew of anybody else that might be keen in the health and nutrition industry. Your name came up. Just wondering if you'd like to have a chat or like some information. That's my invitation. That was all of 23 seconds. So I'm not wasting anybody's time. Just saying, hey, we have a mutual friend in Mary. I mentioned to her that we're expanding. She mentioned your name. I'm on the call. Thought you might want to have a chat. If not, no problems, or we can send you some information. Now, out of 20 of those, maybe 5 say yes. Maybe 10 say yes. I don't know. Whatever. What I do know is that if you do 10 presentations, 2 or 3 are going to register. So that's the numbers that I work on. Let's think about this. How do people see you? How do they see your business? This is another really good one. I love this slide. Is Herbalife just another multi-level marketing company that sells nutrition products? Okay. There's a million multi-level marketing companies out there. You don't think I get approached by them all? I've been doing this for 30 years. Guess how many companies have rung me? Hundreds have rang me, text me, emailed me, hottest new thing, drink this, take this pill, put this wrap on, stand on your head, stand in the middle of the road and bounce up and down. You're going to lose it, blah, 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 blah. Where are they? They're all gone. None of them are still in business. So thank God I never jumped ship, right? Here's the difference. Herbalife is a nutrition company that uses multi-level marketing as their distribution. That's the difference. We're not a multi-level marketing company. Hey, guys, let's make a lot of money. What industry is booming at the moment? Health and nutrition industry. All right, well, what are we going to do? I don't know. Why don't we Glad wrap around ourselves and go for a run? We're bound to lose weight. Let's call it the Glad Wrap Weight Loss Program. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, just another multi-level marketing company looking to make some bucks. Herbalife is a nutrition company that uses multi-level marketing to distribute their product. So think about this. Another multi-level company looking for the next distributor. Hey, mate, you've got to sign up, This is the hottest thing in town. You're going to get rich, you're going to get rich. Maybe 1% of the population is going to be interested in what you do. Yeah, whatever, mate. Why? Because they've heard it a million times. They've heard it a million times, just like I've heard it a million times. Here's the difference. A nutrition company that cares about people is helping them get results. So testimonials about the results that people are getting on our products. You don't even have to talk money. If you just show what people are getting on our products, you could easily go, so with a product that is creating those type of results, let me ask you, Billy, do you reckon there'd be a good market for it? And what do you think Billy's going to say? Hell yeah! Check out the results that people are getting. Now 99% of the population are interested. Who wants to feel good? Who wants to lose weight? Who wants more energy? Who wants to live a healthy, active lifestyle? Who doesn't like being run down and tired? Who's carrying a little bit of baby weight after their bubs? Who's hitting 40 and 50 and getting a bit of a spread and can't lose it? Who's 65 and on 9 lots of medication? 99% of the population fit into those category guys, right? Sports nutrition, weight loss, weight gain, health and vitality, skincare. Holy smoke, guys. Think about it. That's the distribution that we use. Why? Because it's the fastest way to get our product out to the marketplace. So I hope that makes sense. I'm getting a bit fired up tonight. Attracting clients and members. Really simple. To be if you want to attract people, you've got to become attractive. Now, I'm not talking visually. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a mush like this, right? But you can get a product result. Do I look healthy? Yes. If I show my before and after picture, is there a transformation? Yes. If someone looks at your before and after picture, is there a transformation? Are you looking better today than you were 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago? Because if you're not, then that's something that you need to work on, right? It's ongoing. I don't stay in shape by luck, guys. I got to work at it every single day. I'm naturally a fat person, plain and simple. I start eating shit and I eat wrong, I turn to fat. That's why I was 96 kilos. It didn't happen by chance. It happened because I was eating crap and drinking too much crap, okay? So to stay in shape now, I got to work at it every day. You don't think I would love to eat pies and pasties and chips and fried food every single day? Probably not, but you know, I enjoy that stuff, but I don't do it. Why? I know it's not good for me, so I'm not going to do it. I'll have it occasionally, but I'm certainly not going to have it 3 or 4 times a week. I'm going to eat my vegetables. I'm going to have my shakes. I'm going to work out every day. I exercise every day, 30 minutes every day. Now, whether that's a walk, whether it's going to the gym, I don't care. There's not a day that I don't do at least 30 minutes of exercise. Okay? Why? It's important to me. Maybe it's not important to you. I don't know. It's your goals, your results. You do what you want. I'm just telling you what's important for me and what's on my goal list. Your goals are your goals, right? But if we're in the health and nutrition industry and we really care about helping some other people, then you should be caring about helping yourself as well, not just about helping others. You know, it's the old thing, like when you're in the airplane, right? And the flight attendant and the captain goes, and in case of emergency, oxygen will fall down from the roof. In the case of an emergency, apply the oxygen mouth to yourself first. Why? Because if you're dead, you can't help somebody else. So put the oxygen mask on, stay calm, help the person next to you if they're having some problems. Make sense? If you're carrying some weight, put your mask on, start drinking your shakes. Can you do it at the same time? Mary, I had my first shake this morning. You're having your first shake tomorrow. I'm 1 in front of you. Let's go. I think I made that pretty clear. Attitude. Your attitude determines your attitude. You know, your altitude. Your attitude determines your attitude. Do I have bad days? Yes. Do I have good days? Yes. Would you guys know the difference? No. You wouldn't know the difference at all. If I was to say to you right now, am I having a good day or a bad day? Most of you are going to say, he's having a great day. Look at him. That's your perception, right? But you don't know. Maybe I had a shitty day. Maybe I've been sick all day. Who knows? You don't, right? Why? Because my attitude won't allow that, right? I handle my attitude when it needs to be handled. So make sure you're working on yourself every day. It's a tough gig in certain areas, but you've got to do it. I struggle with my kids, with my attitude, because I lose my cool every now and then, but I keep pulling myself up and keep trying to work on it, right? Lead by example. Everybody's watching, guys. Everybody. When you get out of that car and you walk into the supermarket, how you walk, how you smile, how you talk, how you interact, people are watching you. You know, there's an old saying, people don't always listen to what you say, but they watch everything you do. How do I know that? I could put up a silly video on Facebook of two cats chasing a bird and they knock each other out, and I get 60,000 likes and 500 comments. Then I put a before and after picture of someone that's lost weight and I get 1 like and 2 comments. Right? Now, does that mean they're not watching? No. Obviously they are watching, because on the funny video I had 64,000 likes. That means 64,000 people are seeing it. They might not be commenting on it. They might not be saying it. I see lots of stuff on Facebook that I don't comment, but I see it. And guess what I also see? I see people's Facebooks and I go, wow, maybe I know why you're not having a good day. 5 of the posts on your Facebook are about death and mayhem and, oh my God, did you hear about this over there? And did you hear about that murder over there? And, oh, how disgraceful is it that this guy's getting away with only 10 years for, you know, raping 6 people? Yeah, it is awful. I hate it as well. But I'm not going to feed my mind with it and then expect to go out and have a good day. Go through my Facebook. Go on and tell me if you see one negative thing on there. One. You wouldn't see anything. It's all family, fun, fitness. If I'm having a bad day, I'm not getting on Facebook going, oh, I hate this world, I'm having a crap day. Why would I do that? Why would I want to bring someone else down? Because I'm having a bad day. Andrew Foot's having a bad day. Andrew Foot goes and deals with it. Andrew Foot doesn't get online and go, hey, I'm having a crap day. Just want to share that with all you guys so you all feel crap as well. Doesn't make sense, right? Sorry if I'm getting a bit fired up tonight, but I'm loving it. I'm going to play this back to myself later. Let go of your ego. Nobody knows everything. That's obvious. Listen to your coach and mentor. They do want to help you. They're trying to help you. And also just know that they're doing the best they can of where they're at. All right? Am I the best coach? Am I the best mentor? No, but I'm doing the best I can. That's the best I can give. I can only give you my best. Now, if my best is not good enough to help you, then go and find other mentors. I've got other mentors. I've got plenty of people that I call if I need to. You know, if I'm having a problem or an issue, I've got my emergency list of 5 or 6 guys that I ring and say, hey, man, I need to talk. I'm struggling today with some areas. And they're more than happy to go, talk to me. What's going on? Right? Now, would I take that to one of my downline or no. I go to where I need to go for that mentoring. All right? So just realize that each of you are doing the best that you can. And as long as you are doing the best that you can, that's all you can ask of yourself. And if your best is not good enough at the time, not much you can do about that. If it's your best, it's your best. So just keep doing the best that you can. And if it's not the best, to help that person, say, Mary, where can I direct you to get the information that you need? Because maybe my information is not good enough for you. Go over that way. Buddy up with others, teamwork, no ifs or buts. That's why I love 3-way calls. Okay? Be nice. Just be nice. When you walk in a supermarket tomorrow, don't just walk. Say good morning to everybody. Try that for 3 days. Just say good. Don't have conversations. Don't. I don't want you having any conversations. I just want you to walk past every person that you walk past tomorrow. Say good morning or good afternoon. That's it. Good morning, good morning, morning, morning. Nothing else. And watch the expression on that face. You might have been the only person that said good morning to them. And I guarantee you 90% of them will go, good morning back. Right? Now, if I'm in a shop, hey, good morning, how you going? I'm going great. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. What's going on? How's business today? It's a little bit slow. Oh, really? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. What, just one of those days? Or interaction. If I've got time, it's interaction, isn't it? Man, listen, I don't know. If you need a bit of something on the side, might be able to help you there. I don't know. What do I know? Have fun. I think you guys get that. I'm pretty well having fun most of the time. The Herbalife Products Marketing Plan, the only difference is you. I don't know how else to say it, but the products are identical all over the country. The products are identical all over the world, different labels, different bits and pieces, but pretty well the same product. The marketing plan is 100% the same for every single person. Doesn't discriminate against young or old, female or male. No difference. It's the same for every single person. So the only variable of what happens to you is you. And you can change anything that you don't like, and you can fix anything that you don't like, or you can attempt to fix anything that you don't like. I'm not saying everything's fixable, but everything is certainly an opportunity to try and fix it if it's not right. So remember that, guys. We're ambassadors. We're not salespeople, right? I don't go door knocking. I'm not trying to sell them this car or the next car. I'm basically just saying, hey, listen, you know, we've got some great products that can help you with your health. And if there's something I can help you with, let's move forward. Love to have a chat to you. And if I'm sitting there and I'm healthy and I've got energy, maybe that's enough to get somebody, you know, or if they go, yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing a bit more, and relate the story. So, for example, I had a girl called Ruth that rang up yesterday off one of my weight loss flies, and she wanted some information. I said, no worries, Ruth. I said, you know, what are your goals? She goes, oh, I've probably got about 8 or 9 kilos to lose, that's all. I said, okay, you tried anything before? She said, oh, yeah, a few different things. Why didn't it work? Oh, well, I just couldn't stick to it, got a bit hungry. And I said, okay, and what's your age? She goes, I'm 54. I said, oh, okay, no problems. Look, let me send you a couple of stories. So I just went through my database and found a couple of middle-aged women in their 40s and 50s that have lost that amount of weight. And that's the stories that I sent her. I'm not going to send her my story. How's she going to relate to my story? She's not. She's a female, right? So I'm going to send her female stories. Now, if I was talking to a dude that wanted to tone up and hit the gym and lose 15 kilos, am I going to send him my story? Yeah, of course I am. You know, if I'm talking to someone that wants to lose 50 kilos, I'm going to send them Sharon Hayes' story. Did I send Sharon Hayes' story to Ruth? No. Ruth wants to lose 10 kilos, not 50. So just make sure you're sort of doing that. You guys get the drift. And the last bit I want to go through, I'm going to do this very fast. Put it all up there so you can take a screenshot. With a new member, get their goals. Real simple. You just got to get their goals of what they want. Then you can match it up in the marketing plan of where they need to be. Get to some events because it introduces them to the products, the community, the stories, the results, the results, the results. Results is what gets people to try. Results is what gets people to buy. Results is what gets people to stay. It's as simple as that, be that product or business. Product trainings, online, offline, just get there, learn how to upgrade, learn how to get onto more products, understand what the products do so that if you are talking to someone, you can say, well, I think, you know, this story, you know, I heard someone that used the NRGs for that and you might want to give that a try. You know, the coach academies that go up every Sunday night, I love them because you're learning how to earn an income. It's teaching you the steps of the business. You got the STSs, the summits, the monthly events. You got the national events with, you know, the spectacular and the world team meetings. And then you got the international event. And again, look how the funnel goes. Not every member is going to go to the extravaganza. Just won't happen, right? But if I keep getting new members, some are going to turn up to the events. They're going to put themselves through that. And I'm going to end up with a handful of people that go to the extravaganza that are going to have the big picture like me, that we've got a chance of changing the world. Because changing the world can start with one person. Real simple. You change. You lose 15 kilos. And then 3 people in your street go, geez, Mary, you're looking really good. What are you doing? Now I'm on this Herbalife stuff and I'm feeling really good. And, well, can you get me some? I wouldn't mind losing a bit of weight. So all of a sudden now there's 3 people in your street getting on the product. A little Mary gets started and she's got her little goblets that start having shakes in the morning and they start feeling better. And now they're going for family walks and they're out playing cricket in the street when they never used to do that. And now they're having a bit more fun and they've got a bit more energy and the kids are going to school and they're nicer and they're not arguing anymore. Where does that flow? It flows out through the world. Of course it does. Change always starts with one person. That's where it starts every single time. It's never been a collective, right, that's made a change. It's been one person that built a collective that created a change. But it always starts with one person, right? And how good is it to know that maybe you played a little role, just a little bit, in a story that you hear 5 or 10 years from now when someone's up on stage getting their millionaire team pin. They go, oh my God, and you know, I was at this training that Dallas did and she talked about the products and I tweaked a couple of things, and because of that tweak, you know, my weight loss went like crazy and here I am now getting my millionaires team pin. And she might not even be in Dallas's business, but it was the training that Dallas did talking about tweaking a product that got that girl to lose that extra 15 kilos. See, the most powerful thing that it can ever happen for you, I believe, just my personal view, is when someone uses your name in their story. It's going to be a good thing, huh? All right, keep that in mind, guys. That's who backs you up every single day. Biggest nutrition company in the world, 39 years, coming up for 40, 90 countries around the world want our product. 7.5 billion, huge, massive, public listed company. Want to check out our facts and figures? Go check them out. We're an open fishbowl. No problem. There's nothing to hide here. That's why Herbalife's squeaky clean. Why do you think we're #1 in the world? #1 meal replacement shake in the world. Voted the #1 meal replacement shake in the world, bar nothing. So when you go out and say, at best, your other stuff that you're using is second, because Herbalife has 20% of the market. It is the most consumed nutrition shake on the planet. End of story. Leaders in personal product development. Look at the medical board we've got. It's crazy. And it's built on this one-on-one thing. So stay real strong on that, guys. Just want to say thank you for sharing tonight, being on the call. I'm just going to finish the recording for those that are watching this at a later time, because we're just going to go from some local promotions that won't be relative in 6 weeks' time. Over and out, guys. Have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are.